Hello, everybody. If you hear music in the background, it is my boyfriend and his buddies playing music. It's quite awesome. And you might hear some wind and stuff like that because I'm on the balcony, but we're going to have this little talk anyway. And I'm going to talk about why self-development is very difficult to do. I might not be able to cover everything in this episode, but one of the reasons why it's so difficult is because a lot of times people want to change themselves and better themselves for very external reasons versus actually wanting to just feel good and feel like whole inside. For instance, a lot of people will, try to lose weight and things like that and stress themselves out and will end up doing, dieting fads and things like that. And I know some of us just think that we're being healthy and stuff, but a lot of us are more focused on losing the weight than actually being healthy. And the thing is when you are healthy, you're at your natural weight. So you gotta ask yourself, why do you actually want this? Are you trying to do that so you can like yourself? Or is it coming from a place of, I love myself and I want to do what's best for myself and for my health, right? It's just a common thing that we all tend to do. We all have that where we forget the whys of to why we're trying to change, the true reason of why we want to make these changes. So and the productive habit too, of wanting to be more productive and things like that. You gotta ask yourself, especially if you're being overly productive to the point where you're not getting that much sleep and rest, and you're finding yourself drained or stressed out all the time, bumping up those cortisol levels. You got to make sure that you're wanting to be more productive because it's going towards something that's meaningful to you, and it's not stripping you from your taking care of yourself and your health and stuff like that, right? And knowing that it's okay to take time to relax if you need it, right? It's more about if you want to make some really healthy changes for yourself and look at life in a brighter light. It really does come within. You have to go in and think about, well, what is hurting me? Why am I hurting? And why is what I'm doing right now not benefiting me for my health and my mental health? You can look at that and then go, okay, well, it's this, and this. Well, what then do I need? What changes or what inside of me do I need to acknowledge in order to make better decisions for myself and show myself that I love myself? How can I build trust within myself? How can I forgive myself? How can I let go of doing certain things in order to do things that are better for myself, just because I want myself to feel better, because I love myself, kind of thing, right? I guess if you're ever going to make a decision on making changes or bettering yourself or anything like that, my advice to you is just really, really look internally and think of the real whys. And make sure it's coming from a place of self-love, right? And there's no criticism or judgment towards how you are now. This goes along with manifestation, and the thing about manifestation is you gotta kind of be manifestation has a lot to do with gratitude, because the universe works on inclusion and bringing things toward you. So you kind of have to believe that you already have these things, right? So when you're trying to manifest good things, you got to see what's good in your life now, and you got to thank the universe or guides or source or whatever you believe in. Thank it for all the happiness and abundance that you have, and see it as you currently have it, and meditate on the happiness that you have and things like that. And your reality starts to change because your brain is now focused on these positive things. So over time, your brain chemically changes and produces more serotonin and brings happiness into your life. And I rambled. And so this goes with self-development, because you're looking internally and you're going, you gotta somewhat love yourself now. so you can make those loving decisions. So before you work on changing yourself, focus on loving yourself now and forgiving yourself and doing the things you need to do to build trust in the relationship you have with yourself. And then you'll really know what you should be focusing on in this lifetime. And a lot of it is, start out with forgiveness, working through your emotions and what they're trying to tell you, and building up this trust you have with yourself. Because once you get to that point, have fun with yourself. Like, pursue your hobbies and passions, because that's a lot of the times where your life purpose actually is what brings you joy and meaning and purpose in this life. So I encourage you to get to know yourself and start from a place of self-love, and you'll find that the decisions you make thereafter, sorry, I'm not good with words. So the decisions you make thereafter are going to be very much more based on what's actually truly good for you. Get to know yourself, and then you can make these amazing changes in your life that you want and that are truly positive and good for you. All right, take care, guys.